What's up YouTube, Out of the Cards here, this is CJ, and today I'll be bringing you a Ghostrick mill deck profile for the February 2015 format. So this deck is a really fun deck. It's not really competitive at all, and it's just great to watch your opponents get really pissed when you just mill all their cards out of their deck with the cutest and most annoying archetype in the game right now. So yeah, let's get this started. This deck, this main guy of the deck, triple skeleton. So skeleton does all the milling for you, and it's crucial to run 3 because this guy's going to get targeted a lot throughout the game. But his effect, as you know, is when you flip face up, for the number of Ghostrick monsters you control banish from the top of the opponent's deck face down, those cards. So this is great because it hurts a lot of decks in the meta right now who need it, unless you're running like Mask Heroes or something. But regardless, it's pretty much the most important card in this build. So next you got the hand trap lineup. So we're starting with Lantern. Lantern negates the attack, plain and simple. It's really important because of your field spell card. The hand traps are pretty damn important. So next we got Spectre. This guy's not as important. I might drop at least one of them, because as you know, you need to you need to have one of your Ghostrick monsters be destroyed, and with the field spell card this doesn't happen often, but he gives you draw power in the situation that you do get screwed and you don't have Parade on the field. So next you got the cutest card in this entire archetype, Jack Frost, not Frost Jack, sorry. And once again, another hand trap, on declaration of a direct attack, set the opponent's monster. So this is really great and versatile. Next you got 2 Marys. I might even drop it to 1 Marys. Basically the final hand trap, and when you take damage, you can just get to special summon Ghostrick. So this brings out your skeleton, usually, is what I would do, or one of my searchers. And so here comes the searcher lineup. We got triple Jiangshi. So Jiangshi's important because like I said, she's a searcher, and she's a really efficient searcher as well. And usually I would just first turn set a Jiangshi or something, so I can at least get a level 1 to my hand, right? If I don't have it, if I lack it. So next you got triple Doll. Doll is a great card. She can set as much as cards, well, sorry, not really cards, but as much monsters on the field as possible at the end phase, and you're able to special summon a monster in face-on defense position, like they all do, equal to the level, which is equivalent to the number of monsters you set. So it's great. It's great for setting up plays for you. And finally, for the Ghostrick lineup, I'm running 1 Yuki-Onna, and Yuki-Onna is just a great effect. Like I said, when I wanted to drop a Spectre or Mary, I wanted to add another Yuki-Onna. So when she's destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, by opponent's monster, obviously, you set that card and it cannot change its battle position. So it's basically a free Ghostrick Knight, if you will, if you know what that card is. And finally, for the 1 card I've added in that just really helps with the milling, I added a Needleworm. I think everybody knows Needleworm's effect. Just more mill power. The point of the deck is just to mill them out. So for the spell and trap line, I'll start with the spells. You got triple Swords of Concealing. Concealing, really important card because this protects your monsters essentially, especially when you're dry out of your field spell card. For a bit, it really saves your ass most of the time. I've always used this to save my ass actually, and basically, yeah, you should know the effect of Swords Concealing. Next, you got 1 Terraforming. So Terraforming is basically just for these 3. So Ghostrick Parade, this is your main card. I would say besides Skeleton, Ghostrick Parade is your main card. So this card is actually so great. This card lets you search on declaration attack, which means before they even attack, you get to pull a card. And usually, obviously, what you would want to do is pull a hand trap, which will protect you, and which will set you up for more Ghostrick monsters to control for when you flip Skeleton the next turn, mill even more cards. So obviously Terraforming searches one of these out. Just this card's really important. You need this card on the field, and obviously with the Ghostrick field spell cards, they can attack you directly because of that, which means they can't touch your monsters, which is how this build obviously works. Next, you got 2 MSDs. MSDs just important, especially in this. I might even bump it to 3, like I said, for the Spectres, because Cohort's annoying. So for the trap lineup, you got triple Vanish. Vanish, just self-explanatory. It just protects your Ghostrick monsters, and more importantly, it protects your Parade because it actually it actually protects your Ghostrick cards that you control. So you can actually, with 3, you can actually protect, like I said, your parade. And it's usually live because you most likely have hand traps in your hand, like most of the time, especially if you have Ghostrick Parade on the field. So next you have Ghostrick Scare. This card is just great. You can basically what you can do is you can on your opponent's turn, so this is where you can actually use Skeleton's effect on your opponent's turn, which is also pretty good sometimes. But basically it sets your opponent's monsters except in a trap form, and it's just great because it stops their plays dead. So next you got 2 Needle Sealing. So this card is so important in this deck in any Ghostrick build because most of the time your cards will be set, so it just clears the field for you. It's basically a free ride Geki, except 2 of them. Next, and actually the final ones, is obviously just some staples. You got Bottomless Trap Hole in Mirror Force. So Bottomless is kind of like just kind of like, I don't really need it, I guess, because I would actually put more cards like either One Day of Peace or a Threatening Roar or maybe a D Prison, because, or 2 D Prisons, because obviously Mirror Force is needed because you will be attacked directly a lot thanks to the field spell card, and this will help clear your opponent's field, which is really important for the survival of your cards, or the continuity of milling. So for the extra deck, you got triple Alucard. Alucard is just such a great card, and because of your skeletons, sometimes if your skeleton's dead, if they like Phoenix Chained or something, or if you have Jiangxi's that you been flipping up and you need to free up some space, what I like to do is you would usually rank into these rank 3s or 1s. So Alucard's a great card. You should know the effect. Basically, destroy set card. This guy's been running a lot of actually decks that run rank 3s because of his pretty good effect. So he's pretty universal. Next, you got 2 Dullahan's. Dullahan's your rank 1, and he's actually going to him a lot more than I do Alucard because of the fact that you just drop the hand traps on the field and they're pretty much useless after that. So to free up some space, so you can continue deflecting their direct attacks, you would overlay into these rank 1s. And Dullahan's great, drops half the attack, 200 for each Ghostrick monster you control. So pretty OP. And finally, for the extra deck, we got Slacker Magician. So I would run 2 of them. This is a pretty small extra deck because I don't really see the need to run in any other cards because this isn't a really extra deck, an extra deck heavy sort of build, or a sort of deck. So Slacker Magician is just broken. She can't be destroyed by battle once per turn, and whenever there's a card or effect that's activated, you can just negate it by detaching. So she's just so broken. She stells out for you pretty well. Just a great card all in all. So that comes to the end of this deck profile. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We haven't released deck profile in a long time, I know that, and I'll be coming out with more very soon. There'll be I'm just getting some last few cards for them. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, we're coming back and we're going to be releasing a lot more content. So this is CJ signing out.